Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TRTC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several weeks worth of time right here, it's actually just the past several days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis quite a few times in the past, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. But definitely want to get things updated here. Had some questions on it. And the chart is sitting at a very important level, and it's kind of a situation where, all right, bulls, time for to step back up. There's nothing at all wrong with pullbacks, but pullbacks can eventually turn into reversals, and that of course is where there is a problem, because assuming you're long, you don't want to see a reversal. Pullback's fine, not a reversal though. Before we get into all that, though, I'm just going to do some house cleaning here and get rid of these lines. Yes, they still pertain to the chart, but they're not really relevant. And from a presentation standpoint of not wanting to have 8 million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to get rid of those. I see, there's another one up there still. Let me get rid of that too. And really the big thing becomes, because there's no doubt about it, the overall uptrend, I mean, it's still in an overall uptrend, right? I mean, the move is making a nice movement like this, but there does become a point where, all right, it's no longer really pulling back within the uptrend. It's actually reversing around. And that's where the pink line comes into play, which is the famous 200 period simple moving average. Even if you have just a surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you have heard of the 200 period simple moving average and know that when the price is above it, then from the broad scope of things, the overall trend perspective, you want to see the price stay above it. And when it doesn't, that's where, in my opinion, things become and transition from, because it's always kind of a gray area. Well, when does a pullback actually become a reversal? Well, I like to use that 200 period as that area. And sure, the price is below it right now, but I'm still just going to call this a pullback, because it's not like the price, totally crashed below it and closed way down here or anything like that. It's still well within the range of it. And, it wouldn't take much to, get back up above it tomorrow. But going forward, really the easiest way to look at that is the further and further the price separates away from that pink line, the more and more evidence it becomes that, all right, yeah, wow, the evidence is getting stronger and stronger, but that this is no longer a pullback, but things are becoming a reversal. Again, I'm not saying that the price is going to collapse below that pink line tomorrow. I'm just saying, because I fully realize, yeah, it is very gray. Pullback or reversal, well, use that pink line. The further it gets down below there, then now, the price is getting further and further below, that overall moving average. And, truly uptrending stocks are going to need to stay up above that level, not, separate further the downside from it. On any sort of bounces to the upside, well, the first level of resistance is going to be that pink line. In other words, the sooner the price can get back up above that pink line, the better. And then the next level to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line up there. The 50 period simple moving average, you can see, is already knocked down the price once. But as it stands right now, breaking levels of resistance, not really top priority. Top priority is making sure that the price doesn't separate any further away from that pink line. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.